Well, like I said, the ordinance codification is something that we have been working on. We are just submitting our water use, our Chapter 20 water use, to the DNR for final approval, and we expect to have that in place for this season. And that's been the biggest one. I mean, there's a lot of moving parts on that. We have the village of Bloomfield as a party to this, as well as the Lake Districts, Powers Lake Management District, and the Benedict Tombow Management District. So it's taken a while to put all of those pieces together and seek all of the comments. But we're at the finishing line on that. There's a few more that have to be done. The big ones, as I say, have pretty much been completed. We have just a few of the smaller ones to review. Some of the other things that I think are important for us moving forward, we completed 2 years ago a major road improvement. We bonded for the funding for it, which incidentally, I'm quite proud of the fact that we were able to increase our bond rating. When we did complete when we first took out our bonding structure, we were rated, and when we went through and completed the first annual review, now the banking industry has changed so much, they require annual reviews of each one of the municipalities, and our fiscal position had increased. We had, even with a bad couple of winters, we were able to hit on budget and even return a slight surplus, which went to our reserves. Our reserves going up were the impetus for having our bond rating increased. So we're at AA now. So, and I believe that's the highest a municipality of our size can get. But along with, I kind of went off track with that, but to protect the investment of the infrastructure on the roads is going to require a maintenance program. We've been working with our Public Works Committee. We have a Public Works Committee that was formed to oversee this. Supervisor Kaskin, who is a member of, works for the county Highway Department, is the chair of that and does an excellent job of, he brings a lot of important insight into the process. So the maintenance of the roads is important. We're going to be looking at ways to streamline and possibly save some additional money on streamlining some of the things like snow plowing. We may look into, one of the things I'd like to do is just to make sure that we're on track with the program that we have with the county now to do our snow plowing. We should be looking at doing an analysis of what it might cost for us to do it ourselves or to contract out with it. And then we will have 3 options. And I think it's a good idea to just review these things from time to time, make sure that we're still in a good position. So that's pretty much the key points, the important things.
The 2 top priorities that I would work with on the town, one would be to not have a town administrator. It seems that our current town chairman is focused on creating this position. At this time, I don't feel it's necessary, and we need to take the energy that goes into that type of decision process and work towards other things in the town, such as improving our parks, getting rid of some of the standing water problems that we can, looking at improving the infrastructure, the roads, things of that nature. Another item that I would look at would be the services that the town provides. Are they operating as efficiently as possible? Are the residents of the town getting the most bang for their buck? Just a general review of everything in general, and make sure that all entities within the town are working at peak efficiency. I don't think the other board members are in favor of a town administrator at this time. There really isn't enough other entities within the town, for example, public works, police, items like that, where you see some of the surrounding villages. Twin Lakes, for example, they have a sewer department, they have full-time police department, they have a full-time public works department. There's a lot of business aspects involved with those interagency things that there needs to be an administrator, and I think an administrator in that situation is helpful in a village. We don't have that in the town, and I think the majority of the other supervisors currently feel that way. I would think you would be able to find a few dollars here or there in the budget, seeing that at the annual budget meeting back in November, there was a lot of unanswered questions as to what some of these funds were for. Our current town chairman wanted to create a position. He didn't have a line item in the budget for administrator. Where was he going to get the money to pay this individual? So there's got to be some money somewhere, and I would find that out, and if needed, we could do some of these projects with that. I don't think that these projects are big dollar ones. Maybe $1,000, $2,000, something small like that. Maybe it's just a matter of cleaning up some of the drains and things that are out there. We'd have to take a look at this. I have time. I'm retired from the Kenosha Fire Department in the position of Division Chief of Training that I held, and I have the time to drive around during the day and check these things out. I grew up in the town. I've been a lifelong resident of the town, and there isn't too many inches of asphalt in the town that I'm not familiar with. So.